gentlemen, this next event to one fall with a curfew time limit. Introducing from outer Mongolia, he weighs 245 pounds. It's the Mongol, the Mongol. And from Hollywood, California, at 210 pounds, Hank Lane. Lane. Referee for this bout, Percy Franklin.
Well, this is going to bring onto your screen one of the most colorful figures in wrestling today and a real threat for the heavyweight championship of the world, the Mongol. The Mongol stands 5 feet 9 inches in height, and he comes from that far-off land that was once ruled by Genghis Khan. He's a very, very tough customer, and as you will see, a very relentless type to have in the ring. He just keeps right after his opponent all the time, and that's going to be Hank Lane. He's from Hollywood, California. He's been a professional for some 5 years. He weighs 218 pounds, 6 feet 2 inches in height. He was in the Army, by the way, in the Korean War back in the 48-52 period. Hank played basketball in high school. He likes to use his favorite hold is the sleeper hold, where the Mongol's favorite is the hold that Strangler Lewis made famous, a type of a headlock that he calls the vice lock. So this is going to be a very, very rough affair, and you are going to see in the Mongol so it's a side headlock now put on the Mongol. But the Mongol, the fellow with a very tough head, throws his opponent right here and nails him with a couple of sidearm blows. And finally, the referee steps in and breaks it. Now, the Mongol, you might be interested in knowing, does not understand English, and he doesn't speak English, but he understands the count. And of course, that would be necessary. And here's a lift, and the Mongol throws Lane across the ring, and he's got him down here just a little bit to our left. And he's got a chokehold on him there. And there goes that forearm to the side of the head and one to the back of the head. And Hank Lane taking on a very, very, very tough opponent here in the Mongol. One of the most colorful figures in wrestling today, and a man, by the way, who is very, very popular in all sections of the country. There's the bear hug. That is the Mongol's famous bear hug. There's a hard right to the Mongol's head, and another one, and still another, and now the Mongol drops him with the right hand. But it didn't look like he hit him very solidly. Now the Mongol has picked Lane up, and an airplane spin. Well, he's got him in here now, and into the turnbuckles as Hank Lane from Hollywood, California goes for a ride here in this third match of the night on Wrestling Champion. The Mongol drops him on the floor, right down on the mat. I thought at first he was going to put on a reverse headlock, but it looks like he's got sort of a nerve hold on Lane's shoulders. Here's a front face lock, and Lane breaks loose, and he's punching himself out of that one. And the Mongol walks into another right hand. Now he's got that headlock on Lane again. Hank Lane, 218 pounds, against the famous Mongol, who had a stranglehold on there, and the referee broke it. Lane backpedaling a little bit. A reverse double wrist lock. And let's see if he's strong enough to hold it. No, the Mongol will straighten that arm out and get away from it. And he drops him. In fact, he was right under the ropes and the referee broke it. The Mongol lost his balance that time and fell on the lower rope. And again, the referee has to come in between Lane and the Mongol. Now Lane on the move. Well, it looks like he's trying to befuddle the Mongol, a pretty tough man to fool for long. And the Mongol, as he went past his own corner, was getting some instructions from his second. Here's Hank Lane down into the corner again and under the ropes. There goes the Mongol over into the corner to get some advice again. Lane shoots out a light left to the side of the Mongol's head, and then comes back with two hands. And now he's pounding him around the body, but the Mongol gets on a chokehold, and he throws in a couple of those forearm blows. This match is to one fall. There was a hip toss and a side headlock, but it looks like a strangle, and you can see the referee is pulling the Mongol's arm to tell him to break it. Well, he says, well, the Mongol is using his favorite killer hold, and it looks like a submission. It is. That's exactly what it is. As the Mongol puts Lane away in fairly short time here in this match. Now the Mongol is stepping around to all sides of the ring and taking a bow. Well, let's go to the ring announcer, Dick Elliott, for the time on that fall.
The time, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. That was a concession hold. The winner, the Mongol.